Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, and welcome to your April 2022 tarot readings with me. If you are new to my channel, I suggest you please do subscribe. So let's get started to see what's in store for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising this month. Well, this month as it is, the global energies are going to be quite charged up, quite heavy. So none of us are going to be exceptions. None of the signs will be an exception to feel those energies, okay? So but for you it starts pretty well. And how does it start, my dear Capricorn? It starts with socializing energy. I see that Capricorns are socializing. You are going to be attending seminars, you're going to meet a lot of people, you are going to be on the move, you are going to be networking regarding your work. Also, you're going to get very busy. There'll be many meetings to attend, many seminars to attend, workshops to conduct. Things like this is happening for you, my dear Capricorns. And also in your personal life also, there will be most probably invitations that are coming to you in the first week, and you're attending some kind of party, some kind of a get together, a family get together or something like this is happening, wherein you are meeting people of your family and you are enjoying some time with them. And as you are going and meeting a lot of people outside also this week, my dear Capricorn, make sure that you don't open up immediately to some people, because you will be making a lot of new friends. But take care that not everyone is going to turn out to be a good friend in the long run. So try them, test them, and then you trust them, my dear Capricorns. Okay, so it is a social week and a lot of hustle and bustle around people happening. Try not to get into any kind of gossips, because this will come back to haunt you later. And then we are going to the second week, my dear Capricorn. And Capris are busy, busy, busy. You are the busy bees in the second week, because you're working, only work is on your mind, and you are completely devotedly working in the second week. I'm also seeing, my dear Capricorns, is that professionally it's a very good week, the second week of April, and a very busy week also. For some of you, you might get into some kind of, some of you might spend more time. If you have a garden, then you are going to be doing some gardening work also. This is what I'm seeing. Some of you might just be buying some plants or things like that to decorate your house for depending upon where you are, or just trying to find a green space to spend some cool time. This is what I'm seeing for some Capricorns also. And thanks to your communication skills, that your discussions and your negotiations will yield very fruitful results, be it in your personal field, that if there have been some kind of problems, my dear Capricorns, then over here I'm seeing that you are going to be very good at negotiating, and you are going to be good at speaking to people involved or people in question, and getting peaceful resolutions to problems. This is what I'm seeing. And even at workplace also, I'm seeing that you will be on the top notch. You will be very good at communication, and you will be convincing your higher ups also. Or if you're the boss, you will be able to convince your employees. You will be doing a good presentation also. This is what I'm seeing of your ideas. And for students also, you will be working very well, my dear students, Capricorn students, in the first and the second week. A lot of lot of hustle and bustle, and lot of work also to be accomplished, and you will be in the good position to finish up whatever is at hand, whatever is the work to be done. And my dear Capricorns, I would like to tell you something, is that be careful with sharp objects. You might get hurt, for example, even in the kitchen, while you are just cutting some vegetables, and you just get your finger cut or things like that. Or you're working with your mixer and something goes wrong, and then something just explodes. The top of the mixer is up, and then you get all the lovely tomato juice on your face. So make a face pack of it and don't waste it. So just be careful, okay, of any kind of electronic and sharp objects in the second week, my dear Capricorns. And for some of the Capricorns, there can be a small intervention. For example, a dental stuff to be taken care of. So some kind of tools in your mouth to clean that cavity or to fix something, or that wisdom tooth which is hurting that you need to get extracted and things like that. Okay, so that can happen in the second week for some of you. Well, for some of you also it can be a surgery that was planned long ago, that some of you will be undergoing that in the second week of April. This is what I'm seeing, my dear Capris. And then we are going to the third week. And as you can see, the third week, some of the Capricorns are not taking their solitude very positively. It's biting solitude. This is what I'm seeing, my dear Capricorns. Well, for some of the Capricorns, I'm seeing that you are going to sorry, you are going to attract jealousies upon you. So just be careful of that colleague who has never been happy with your success, who never clapped for you when you were successful. Just be careful, because there is a backstab energy in the third week. So it is coming upon you from someone, or it can also be for some of the Capricorns, it can be an ex-partner who, comes up to create some kind of a mess. Or it can be also a third person energy over here also in the third week who is creating a mess. And otherwise, I am seeing that this can be a single parent that you are dealing with, my dear Capricorn, who is not very easy to handle, who is finding it very difficult to cope up with lot of overwhelming circumstances. Okay, so this kind of energy you will have to deal with. Or that grandmother of yours who lives alone, because it's a feminine energy. Okay, so that granny of yours who lives alone and who is not very happy, so to see her like that, you feel the pain of that solitude that she is facing right now. Or it can also be one of your relative who is not married and for very long, and now she is not in a good state of mind, and because of that she is creating a problem in the house. For some of you, it can also be a sister-in-law who is creating some kind of conflict, because this is a very argumentative or a very conflict creating energy. So you need to be careful about that. And if it is you, my dear Capricorn, who is not feeling fine inside of her, then you have to take care inside of yourself. Then you have to take care, my dear Capricorns, especially lady Capricorns. You might have some kind of mood swings at this point of time in the third week. So just be careful, be more meditative, and spend your energy constructively. All right, my dear Capricorns. And then we go to the last week. Well, the last week is about taking the decisions. It can be taking the decisions regarding a particular relationship, my dear Capricorns. This can be a relationship which was toxic and which was stagnating and which had started stinking. So what do? You have to just stop that, because whatever is toxic is not supposed to be for a long time. Because what happens is that when you keep on going in a toxic relationship where one is just taking the advantage while you are the one who is just supplying something positive in a particular relationship, then what happens is that you're giving them the habit of being used. So actually they are using you by abusing you. All right, so this kind of a relationship will see its end at the end of this month. This is what I'm seeing, my dear Capricorns. And I'm also seeing that there is a death of a relationship at this point of time for some of the Capris. And for some of the Capricorns, it can be dissatisfaction regarding a work scenario also. Either you are not happy with your work, or it can also be that somebody is creating problems at work. As we saw in the third week, there is this feminine energy. So most probably because of that also you are, getting a bit, your morale is getting affected. This is what I'm seeing, my dear Capricorns, in the last week. So you need to take care of this kind of energy. I don't see you very upbeat in the last week because the energies are pretty heavy to take, and there are endings on the horizon, and I really wish that these endings for you are some positive endings, because you know we have to just look at things like when an ending takes place, somewhere I like endings, because when something has run its term, it has to end. Because if you keep on pulling it, it loses its charm. I mean, for me, it's like a chewing gum, You put a chewing gum or bubble gum in your mouth and you're biting it, and you're biting it, and you're biting it, and you're biting it. And then after some time, it loses its taste, right? But still, you're trying to make bubbles out of it, and you're just biting it. And at one point of time, you're just tired of biting it, and that you just wonder, why am I just holding it in my mouth? I have to just spit it out, right? So sometimes, sorry for this not a very delicious example, but sometimes what happens is that some relations become like that. The beginning, everything is sweet and nice and everything, and then afterwards, you wonder why you are into it. And you're just, for the sake of going on, you are just, chewing up all those abuses that are coming your way. Why not just throw it out and make space for something delicious to enter into your mouth? So why not just throw away all those negativities or those negative people who are such a toxic influence or who are draining up your energy, and make space for some beautiful souls to come into your life? Of course, it's not always very easy, my dear Capricorns, but sometimes you have to know where the limits are. And Capris they give long time for things to, they give a lot of chances. But a time comes when you really have to take that decision, because at what cost are you saving a particular relationship, or at what cost are you holding on to that particular job? Yes, if you don't have any options, or if it's really bad, then yes, you have to somehow manage it and try to do things to get things to, to better conclusions. But sometimes you really have to chop off certain things from your life, because they are not supposed to be there. Because the more they stay, the more they will drain you, and the more it will affect your well-being. So in the last week, it is all about those kind of endings, those kind of decisions that you will have to take, my dear Capricorns. And for some of the Capricorns, it might not be just about endings, but it can be a kind of a transformation that will come. And for a transformation, we have to go through some painful things also. And after a period of pain, then we resurrect, we transform into something else, and that is again a wonderful turning point of our lives also. For some of the Capricorns, the last week can also get the news of somebody passing into another realm, because their journey on earth was done, and now they are liberated, now they are into the world of the light. This is the kind of a news that you can get in the last week, my dear Capricorns. Most probably they lived a very happy long life, and now they had to cross over to the other realms. This is what I am seeing for some of the Capricorns. And my dear Capricorns, if you feel a bit charged up in your energies, with heavy energies, because the world is going to feel that way also, and so will all of us, directly or indirectly, then my dear Capricorns, I would like to tell you, in the last week, try to meditate and try to do things that will lower your stress levels, and enhance your happiness inside of you. Whatever makes you happy, do that, whatever it is, my dear Capricorn. All right. So well, this is quite a month, right? So I thank you for listening, my dear Capricorns. Please do like, share, and comment, and I shall see you next month. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye bye. God bless.